Hey everyone, this is Alana with Asian Love Triangle. Today I'll be discussing something that almost everyone has been through before, and that is what to do when your friend's the cockblocker. Whenever you're single and out there in the dating world, you often have one or two romantic rivals vying for the attention of the person who you're trying to get with. If that person happens to be a stranger or someone who you don't know very well, the rule usually is may the best person win. Well, what happens if that person happens to be a friend, a close friend, a relative even? What do you do then? That's where things get a little bit tricky. Today I'll be discussing some tips for what to do if you're in a love triangle and your friend's the cockblocker. My first tip is the most obvious one, but usually the last thing considered, and that is to find out who this person actually likes. It may be one of you, it may be neither of you, but the only way you'll ever find out is to ask them. You don't even have to ask them point blank. You could even find out in a sneakier way by saying something such as, "My friend's single, you want me to hook you up?" Finding out firsthand for yourself will spare you both a lot of time wasted. If it's you that they're interested in, awesome. If not, be gracious and step aside so that your friend can make their move. After all, the rule's the other way around. Wouldn't you want your friend to do the same? Which leads me to my next point. If it is you that this person is interested in and you want to make your move, first, weigh the pros and cons. For instance, if this person who you're interested in is someone who you just see yourself having a potential fling with but nothing more, and your friend who's also interested is someone who you've been friends with since childhood, and they're crazy head over heels for this person, it'd probably be best to step aside. After all, why risk a lifelong friendship for something that might not even last through December? If this guy or girl is someone who you see yourself having something potentially long-term with, however, that's where things get a little bit tricky. There's no clear-cut answer, and more factors are involved. It'd be good to think things over before making your move. Be prepared that if you do decide to date this person, your friendship as you know it might change forever and possibly even end. Whatever the consequences may be, think them through first and be prepared for the worst. Next, talk to your friend. Give them a heads up before making your move. It was understood that both of you knew they were interested in this person. It's not required, but is courteous and may even prevent any real drama from going down once word spreads of your new courtship. Once you've talked to your friend, if they're understanding and can bow gracefully, awesome. That doesn't mean, however, that they won't still feel the sting of rejection. So be courteous and steer clear of any potentially awkward group dates in the beginning, at least until your friend has had time to let their interest subside. If all else fails, avoid your friend. So you've had to talk with your friend, and they can't seem to take a hint. They keep going after your new potential guy girl anyway, even though it's been made clear that this person has no interest in them. They may even have taken to actively trying to cockblock you from going after this other person, telling them negative things about you, trying to intervene on any outings you two have, and doing other sneaky, underhanded moves. What do you do then? Refrain from any name-calling, verbal sparring, and or bitch slapping you may feel like doing, no matter how much you feel they deserve it. And remember that before this guy or girl came along, you two were friends, and so you probably know and understand them well. Whether their actions are intentional or they're just in denial, you probably know how they think and why they're doing what they're doing. So being understanding will help keep things in perspective. Next, avoid your friend for a while. This will help minimize the potential for a blowout between the two of you while they still have their love goggles on. No matter what you do, try not to retaliate. If this person is already interested in you, why fight with your friend? Nothing kills a blossoming romance faster than being caught in the middle of a feud. If your new guy or girl is interested in you, nothing your friend says or does will make a difference. If they're a true friend temporarily blinded by infatuation, they'll come to their senses and come back around eventually. If not though, you just have to write this off as a casualty of romance and cut your losses and move on. Well, that's all for today, everyone. For more updates, check back at AsianLoveTriangle.com.